everybody.
Quiet, please. Mr. Rock has something to say to you. Please.
Quiet, everybody, if it isn't asking too much. Now, our train leaves here in exactly 55 minutes. So will everybody please try and be late? So hand you such a big laugh when you get to the depot and find the train gone.
Oh, Terry. Say, do you want to go to that funny little chop suey joint I was telling you about? Honest, the stuff you get is just as good as you get in the Ming Toy in New York.
It'll be your fault if I get so main poisoning. All right. I'll meet you over there in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, Peggy.
Listen, honey, hurry up. Let's go and get a bite to eat. Collie's found a great chop suey joint.
Oh, all right, but I gotta stop by the hotel first, so I'll see you there.
Nothing can stop me. Gee, I'm awfully sorry, Polly. Are you hurt?
Hurt? I never was so upset in all my life. Oh, come on, get me out of here, will you? Harold.
Gee, ain't those lovely flowers? For me? Yes. Well, I always was a favorite in this man's town.
The last bunch I have, but I'll give them to you for $2.
Huh? No, I don't think I'd better take them. They remind me of my last two husbands. Polly, help me get this dress off. Oh, I'm itching to hit tonight. I'm all puffed up. Oh, I'm getting too good for musical comedy. Why don't you go back to Shakespeare? We quarreled. Quarreled? Oh, well, what's the matter? Oh, that expensive breath. That's the reason you'll always be a wardrobe mistress and have nothing.
Have nothing, hey? Say, I once had a chance to get a plush coat.
Really? Why did you get it?
Oh, I just couldn't bear the thought of killing those poor little plushes.
Oh. Ow! Oh, say, if you have this thing washed again, it'll shrink so that I'll be able to wear it for a muffler.
Well, if you did, you'd still be safe in an army barrack.
Say, now, what does it mean?
Oh, you
by
know
that?
what I mean.
Wait a
I
minute.
know, but you know.
How about a little armistice here for a few minutes?
Well, it isn't my fault at all, Eddie. And I want you to know that if I ever speak another word to her, I hope I'll get a triple chin. Did you hear that?
Why, you're talking to me now.
I am not. I'm talking to myself. Goodbye. Hey! Excuse me.
Let a man who don't know his own strength do this for
You
you.
great big mass of muscle, you.
Eddie, will you check up on this property, miss, so I can pay the man off?
Yeah.
Polly,
That's me.
will you pack the rest of my things? I've got to hurry over to the hotel.
Oh, let him away. I'll put him away.
I wonder what Terry would do without you. The way he gets you to do his chores, you think you were his wife.
Oh, now, Eddie, Terry's just like a big kid to me.
Yeah.
You know, we've been partners for so long. That... Just imagine going on 5 years.
Gee, I didn't know that.
And if you could see some of the dumps we've played, boy. And we've come through all that just because I never take him seriously.
Well, I guess you know better than I do.
Sure I do. You better...
Here it is, Mr. Rock. The coffee's terribly hot, so be careful.
Hey, Carly, want to split a saucer of coffee with me?
No, thanks. I'm going to split a saucer chop suey with Terry.
Gee, that's hot.
Well, where do I park the body?
You're up here. Upper level.
Upper 11? Yes, sir. Say, listen, I've been climbing up and down these upper berths so long I begin to look like a monkey.
So I've noticed.
What? Say, listen, smart guy, you're only a stage manager. What would you do if you could act like me?
I wouldn't be discouraged. I'd keep right on trying.
Hey, boys! Boys, come on out here. Get those trunks in here. Step on it. We only got a few minutes around here to get this train loaded up with this wardrobe and everything. Catch it.
Hey, madam, put a brake on that shadow. We've got to highball this train out of here in 6 minutes.
Now, wait a minute. You can't pull this train out till I get my hot water bottle. I hope it leaks.
That's a good one.
You know, I could say something very nasty to you, but I'm too much of a lady.
Now, I'll tell one.
Oh, heavens, I'm cremated.
Porter,
Yes, sir.
compartment B.
Compartment B.
Eddie, who do I sleep with tonight?
There'll be 3 in the compartment. Carly and you.
Oh, go on. I want you to know I've lost 30 pounds.
Where?
And this time, I'm going to sleep in the upper, because if she ever fell out on me, I'd be flatter than a phonograph record.
I'll say. Say, where's Terry? Did you lose him in that chop suey joint?
Oh, I guess he couldn't find the place. He'll maybe wind up in some chink laundry looking for me.
You know, Mr. Fay won't get on the train.
What?
That's what he says.
Hey, Terry. How'd you like to have me back the train over there and get you?
Maybe I won't be on that train.
What? What do you mean you won't be on the train?
Oh, if Peggy doesn't show up before we pull out, I'm staying here. I know what's happened. That rich barber from Kansas City is showing up again.
Say, why don't you give that dame the air before she has you drinking out of a saucer?
Hey, what do you mean by following this poor little girl around the country, filling her full of lies and promises, and forcing your rotten jewelry on her?
Well, I didn't realize I was intruded.
Well, you are. And if you don't stop annoying her, you'll have to answer to me.
What?
Wait a minute, dear. Just who appointed you my guardian?
Why don't you two save that acting for your public? Come on.
I am through. Come on, Daddy.
Now listen, Peggy. You can't leave the show without a 2 weeks' notice.
Oh, no? See Mr. Fay, my guardian. He seems to be handling my affairs. Go on, driver.
Now listen, Peggy. You're going to have a lot of trouble out of this. I'm telling you, you better come back here. Peggy! Peggy, come back! Well, I hope you're satisfied. You haven't made it very tough for me. Now, I've got to wire the home office and get a new leading lady. And I hope she isn't a blonde. Hey, I'm sorry, but you're in here with me. Thanks, but this happens to be the only face I've got. Here's some chop suey Carly brought you.
I don't want it.
Well, that's more than that dizzy Peggy ever gave you.
Lay off me, won't you? Can't you see I'm all choked up?
Well, why don't you unbutton your collar?
Don't get funny. I'm desperate tonight.
Desperate? Why, you don't mean to tell me you're gonna harm yourself over a worthless woman, does you, Pard?
The way I'm feeling right now, there's no telling what I'll do.
Eh.
Oh, man, that's through what I'm going through tonight.
Well, what's it going to be tonight? Just plain suicide or something fancy?
Quiet! Leave! A little sad music, boys. His spirit is broken. Life doesn't mean a thing. And he's going to end it all.
Oh, what a relief. He's committed suicide 6 times this year. That guy's either going to or coming from his own funeral.
But it's all your fault,
Nah.
Cecilia Raspberry. You dragged him down and then laughed at him. You wrecked him. It's your work.
It is not my work. I'm a good girl. The hardware department's the place where I toil. I'm queen of the nuts and the bolts. Somehow I feel safer with axes around to protect me from frisky young colts. We got a new floor walker some time ago. He was two-faced, but one was enough. He threw me a kiss, and I threw him an axe. And I said, now you stop. I'll get rough. Oh, I'm poor, but I'm honest. I'm proud, but I'm pure. Don't think that I'm one of the mob. Oh, I had a mother and a father as well. I'm a lady, a big lop-eared slob. He took me to dinner the very next night. Of conquest he felt very sure. But I made him behave, for I'm no rich man's slave. Oh, I'm honest, I'm proud, and I'm pure. A girl isn't safe on the street anymore. If she's got, well, you know what I mean. For instance, last Friday, while walking straight home, I was hailed by a passing machine. Will you go for a ride? Said the man on the truck. He was handsome and clean and was young. As I reached the brick, and he started to duck. In his teeth, these few words I just loved. Oh, I'm poor, but I'm honest. I'm proud, and I'm pure. And although you're a son of the rich, it's only the crease in your pants holds you up. And my nerves at the sight of you twitch. A few hours later, when he took me home, I swore I'd not fall for his news. And I think he was wise when I blacked both his eyes. Oh, I'm honest, I'm proud, and still pure. Oh, that's great.
Sorry, folks. It's after midnight. You'll have to stop this noise, please.
Noise? Well, I like that.
Break it out.
Well, tell the porter to get my compartment ready, and I'll go to bed.
He'll have it ready in a minute, Bonnie.
Good night. Good night.
Fresh fruit?
I hate it.
Oranges? Bananas?
Say, can you imagine that conductor saying that your singing was noise?
Don't be sarcastic.
Well, I should think you sing enough on the show without showing off here on the train.
Well, they asked me to sing.
Well, I didn't hear any requests.
Well, I read their minds.
Well, if you're a mind reader, why don't you go out and do what I'm thinking of now?
I can't read your mind. How can I read something that's a blank?
Oh, she Woody Teeling. She's so funny all the time. She has me more ginger.
She's probably sitting on that wealthy barber's lap right now and not getting a haircut.
If I only had a gun, I'd kill myself.
Hey, Prop. One loaded revolver.
Get out and leave me alone.
Say, if you're going to kill yourself, give me 2 weeks' notice.
Eddie, please. See, I've been through this so much with him. Don't you think I'd better go and talk to him? Huh?
Well, all right. If you want to play little Daniel in the lion's den, go ahead. But if he bites you, don't blame me.
Oh, Terry, can I borrow your variety? Thanks. I want to see where the Burke sisters are playing next week. See, I've owed them a letter since Christmas. Oh, what do you know about this? Oh, Flo King, Reno and King just had a baby boy. Kokomo, Indiana. Now, of all towns, they had to pick out Kokomo. And that's an awful handicap to start a kid out in the world with.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Terry? Can I get you an aspirin?
Did you hear the news? Peggy quit the show tonight.
Oh, did she?
No one on the show liked her much, did they?
Oh, sure, they all liked her. But nobody thought she was good enough for you.
Oh, didn't they? I guess they were right at that.
Sure, they were right. But you suffered just the same way last season in Peoria.
When?
When you gave Blanche Murphy your Pekingese dog.
I didn't give it to her. I loaned it to her.
Well, whichever it was, she took your dog when she ran away with that acrobat.
Oh, that was different.
Oh, you always say that. You know, Terry, the trouble with you is you're too good to women.
I know I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're too good-hearted. If you want a woman to stick by you, to be crazy about you, stay indifferent to her. Don't show her too much affection.
Holly, that's a great idea. The next woman I fall in love with, I'm going to pop her right on the nose. That's what I'm going to do. See, this is great, Holly.
Oh, I do hope we haven't kept you waiting.
That's all right.
Well, how do you do, Miss Wayne?
Well, how do you do, Mr. Cordova?
Oh, do you know Greenberg?
Greenberg?
I mean Cordova?
Stop kidding. She knows me. We're in the same show together 2 years ago.
Well, that's fine. I'm sure Don will keep you from being lonesome. He's very obliging that way.
Say, I didn't know you were the same Miss Wayne that I knew before.
Hey,
Quite
Prop.
a surprise, wasn't it?
Oh, an agreeable surprise.
All right, girls. Come on, everybody. Break it up.
That we used to know.
Joe? I thought you were supposed to be in Europe.
I was over there. Didn't you get my letters?
Oh, yes. I got all your letters, all your cablegrams, and all your flowers.
Same old Daff.
Oh, same old Don. Still making love to every girl that you meet?
Oh, no. I miss one occasionally.
Miss Wayne, I'm sorry, but the company's waiting to meet you.
You'll pardon me. Oh, yes, coming.
Holly.
What? Oh.
How do you work this thing?
Oh, here, hold these. All you do,
Yeah?
see, look, wait a minute. There. See, you just turn that till it gets 6, see?
Fine.
It's easy.
Great.
There you are.
Say, you don't want these things anymore, do you?
Oh, of course I do. Well, don't you like goldenrod?
What are you trying to do? Give the whole troop hay fever? They'd be sneezing all over the joint.
Oh, I love them, though. Think of the fun we had getting them.
I don't know. They make you look like a nursemaid to a cow.
Don't you get smart with me, you fresh city licker.
Oh. Oh, Eddie. Sorry to keep you waiting, Eddie. We were out getting the town of the village.
Well, we were waiting. Miss Wayne, this is Mr. Fay, your lover,
Oh.
in the show.
Oh, how do you do? I've heard so many wonderful things about you.
No, on the level.
Honestly, I have. In fact, I've heard such wonderful things about all of you that I do hope you'll take me into your happy little family group.
Why, you're in already. Oh, Miss Wayne, I want you to meet my partner.
Oh, I'm so happy to know you, Mrs. Fay.
No, no, no. She isn't my wife.
No.
Isn't that a panic? She thought you were my wife. Why, we only work together. This is Collie Seymour of Fay and Seymour, you know?
Oh, of course. How
stupid of me.
Pardon. Gus, we're not going to have any dances on this first rehearsal.
Aren't they lovely? Wherever did you get them?
Out here in a little field. Cost me $2.50.
Oh, no.
Dog chased me through a barbed wire fence. You know, nice, tame little Airedale.
Oh, they are lovely.
Put them in that room over there.
Aren't they lovely?
Are those the same flowers you picked?
Well, sure. Why?
Why, they look so different in here.
You sure it's the flowers you're looking at?
Oh, stop. Pay no attention to her.
Here, see the first number. 1 and 2. Thanks. All right, folks, before we start to rehearse, I want to give Miss Wayne a brief outline of the show. So sit down, we'll get started.
Sit right over.
Oh, thank you.
Here you are, Carly.
Hugh, mothball. Put those there. If there's anything I hate for lunch, it's mothballs. Well, Miss Wayne, now the first act opens in the lobby of a Palm Beach hotel. You're a famous Broadway actress down there on a vacation, see?
Yes.
Pardon. By the way, how do you look in a bathing suit?
Why,
Well, never mind, we'll get to that later. Now, Terry here is the hotel owner's handsome son. Of course, he puts on plenty of makeup.
My pal.
Now, you two are absolutely crazy about each other. Almost to the gaga point. You see what I mean?
Oh, yes, I understand.
Now, Carly here is the little check room girl at the hotel, and she's secretly in love with Terry. But he's too dumb to see it.
Get that you're done.
Oh, sit down. However, the first thing you have to worry about is the love number that comes early in the first act. It's,
Oh, lucky me and lovable you.
yeah, that's it. It goes like this. Lucky me.
Oh, hey.
Yeah?
Don't you want me to play it for her?
Hey, don't be so ambitious.
Oh, if you don't mind, I'd love to hear Mr. Fay sing it. It would give me a much better idea of the number.
All right, Terry. Go ahead and sing it. And Carly, you show her how the girl's part goes.
Oh, will you behave? I've never done that number with Terry. Or maybe these squeaky pipes I'd get arrested for disturbing the peace.
Yeah, but you don't have to sing it. Just walk through it so he'll have somebody to work with.
What's the matter, Collie?
Well, I don't do those pretty numbers, Terry. I'm one of those pie-in-the-face comedians, you know, born to make the world laugh.
Oh, but please do.
Oh, well, all right. I don't want to hold up rehearsal, you know.
All right, kid. Move back.
That's right. Sure, kid.
Miss Wayne, sit right here.
Oh, pardon I.
If you're going to throw any tomatoes, take them out of the can, will you? You know, this will be the first time you ever sang me a love song. Come on, boy, let's have that song.
All right, Gus. I was never lucky at poker, bridge, or games like that. When I buy a stock, it's sure to fall. But all that I have to do is to think of having you. I am not unlucky after all. Lucky me and lovable you, aren't we the happiest two? I don't deserve such wonderful bliss. I knock on wood and thank my lucky star for this. Who am I? Nobody at all. How and why did you ever fall? Now I see dreams do come true. Lucky me to have lovable you. and lovable you. Aren't we the happiest two? I don't deserve such wonderful bliss. I knock on wood and thank my lucky star for this. Who am I? Nobody at all. How and what did you ever fall? Now I see dreams do come true. Lucky me to have lovable you.
Gee, Collie, that was great. You did it wonderful. I followed that time.
Mr. Fay. Oh, you sang that beautifully.
Gee, Carly, it's the first time I ever got a bang out of that number. I don't know, you put that something in it that is always needed.
So you keep on, I'll be asking for a raise.
Gee, I didn't know you had it in you.
I'm glad to talk.
Oh, it's marvelous.
Miss Wayne, I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's still a little more of this show.
Oh, excuse
Please.
me. I'm sorry.
Sit right down here, Miss Wayne.
Gasoline. What is this, a gag or something? Be all right if there was ice in it. Now, in the second act, Terry joins the army and follows you to France. And Carly here loves Terry so much that she follows him disguised as a donut.
No.
I mean a doughboy. Oh, wait a minute, I'm going too fast. I nearly forgot. You have another number in the first act. It's called Do I Know What I'm Doing?
Oh, yes. They gave me that song just before I left New York, and I learned it on the train. It was just made to order for me.
Oh, I'd love to hear you sing it. How about it, Eddie?
No.
Well, I guess we have time.
Well, you'll have to overlook the fact that my throat is a little husky this morning.
Excuse me.
That I've never sung the number before.
Oh, we understand.
All right, Gus. Do I know what I'm doing?
I don't want to, but I've got to let this whole world know about my brand new beau. He's some Romeo. Oh, when he next me, he just wrecks me. And when I'm with him, I'll tell you frankly that I don't know where I'm at. No one home and the coast is clear. We're alone and he cuddles near. And if I let him, oh my dear, do I know what I'm doing? Soon his arms around me tight and he hugs me with all his might. And if I turn down the light, do I know what I'm doing? I never know just how or when he commands us. But when he gets that way, I lose control of my senses. Snootin' you pop and pop, I suppose we bill and coo. And what else do we do? Oh, don't ask me, I'm asking you. Do I know what I'm doing? When we go for an awful ride, and I'm cuddled by his side, if my brakes begin to slide, do I know what I'm doing? Out of town, among those farms, he gives me those Gilbert charms. Oh, and if I garbo in his arms, do I know what I'm doing? You ought to see him, he's so big and athletic. And when he hugs me, oh, girls, he's just like an anesthetic. I'll take ether. When he says, kiss her out you go, and my corns, they can hurt me so. And if I bo-de-o-do-do, do I know what I'm doing? The dance, please.
There, you burned my brand new lace. I could shove it in your face. You're no use to the human race. Do you know what you're doing? I'm like this on account of you. I know what I'm going to do. Your brown eyes will soon be blue, and you know what I'm doing. I know that I shall surely do something drastic. Yes? I'll put my hands around your neck and do a gymnastic. There it is. Now say uncle and say it slow. 1,000 times I'll answer no. And out of the window you will go. I don't know what I'm doing.
really know the number, I can do it so much better.
Oh, you're wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Miss Wayne. Now in the second act.
Hello. You better hurry up. You'll be late for the matinee. 15 minutes has been called.
Well, what of it? We haven't much to put on anyway.
Now, don't answer me back.
Oh, does it ever stop raining in this town?
Oh, yes, ma'am. This is unusual for October. Did you see your picture in the paper this morning?
Oh, yes.
Gee, what a tough day this is.
Say, listen. If it isn't bothering you too much, I think the customers are expecting us to give a matinee here today.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eddie, but we simply couldn't break away from that luncheon at the Press Club.
Oh, yes. And in my talk to the editors, I gave you
What
full credit for staging our show.
That's very nice of you. You're always doing me favors. Hurry it up, will you? Overture, overture. Overture, everybody. Bye, honey. Overture. Overture.
Oh, Eddie.
Yes, Polly.
I'm afraid Terry isn't here yet.
He's here. He just got in. Say, listen, Carly, aren't you ever going to stop worrying about that guy?
Eddie, it'll be your fault if I'm late.
Okay, unveil the monument.
Oh! Eddie's perfectly right. You're always worrying about Terry, waiting on him hand and foot.
Say, I haven't been waiting on him lately. I hardly ever see him anymore.
Bet you're going to his room right now.
I am not.
Hey, Carly.
You call me?
What's the matter? Didn't you see me in here?
The top of that brush is celluloid. And look at that mirror.
Oh, why don't you let Lester do all that stuff? I'm paying him for it.
Lester, huh? Last night, Lester let you go out on the stage with a shirt and makeup all over the collar.
Collie, you see what it says on here? To my darling Terry boy, Daphne. That's a nice picture of Daphne, isn't it?
Hmm.
There's the most wonderful girl I ever met in my life. You know, she was raised in a convent. You knew that, didn't you?
Oh, yes. She told me. What did Lester do with the benzene?
Why, I'm the first guy she's ever really cared for. Why, only the other night, just clowning, I made believe I wasn't going to kiss her goodnight. And the poor little kid cried like a baby. Boy, she's on the level.
Well, that's fine, Terry.
You're a fine pal. If you were in love with some guy, I'd give you encouragement.
Well, I don't mean to discourage you, Terry. But I know you so well.
Oh, you don't know me at all. All you can think about is our act. Huh. There's something else in the world besides show business. You don't know what real love is.
Well, Terry, dear, just so long as you're sure, it's okay with me.
Polly. Don't mind what I said just now. I got a little excited. I had to talk to somebody. You know what I mean.
Well, you don't have to explain to me. Don't I know you so well?
Ouch!
Thanks, everybody.
Say, why don't you have an osteopath give your neck a twist? One cured me of gallstones.
Oh, Polly,
Yes?
tell Mr. Cordova I must see him before he leaves the theater.
All right.
Come in, dear. Oh, it's you, dear. Come in. Yes?
But, Daphne, I know you'll say this is none of my business, but... Well, it's only because I know just how crazy Terry is about you that I even got up nerve enough to come in here.
Why, what's on your mind, honey?
Well, do you know it'd break Terry's heart if he'd ever find out about Cordova?
Cordova? Just what are you driving at?
Oh, Daphne. Well, when you and Don were quarreling in the wings today, I didn't mean to listen, but I couldn't help overhearing every word you said. Oh, please don't do this to Terry. He doesn't deserve it. Why don't you give up Cordova?
Why, you dirty little scandalmonger, you. How dare you come in here and accuse me of something that you know is an absolute lie?
Say, what do you mean by that?
Why, I haven't even talked to Cordova today. And what's more, I scarcely know him.
Why, Daphne!
Oh, wait till I tell Terry about this.
Oh, you won't do that, though.
Oh, no? You see.
Nearly ready, honey?
Oh, I never heard such a thing. Weird. See, funny. He was making eyes at all the girls in the chorus. He was? I'm awful sorry. I wish we could go home early. What time did you get to bed last night, anyway? I got home early. Early in the morning. Oh, that's
Polly! Just a moment. I've got something to say to you. What do you mean by starting a rotten, malicious lie about Daphne and poor Don Cordova?
Oh, don't be silly. Gee, it's getting so around here you can't have a laugh anymore. Well, I was just kidding Daphne about Cordova.
Well, your funny gags don't make me laugh. And I want you to get this straight. From now on, you keep Daphne's name out of your comic of jokes.
Oh, all right. Have it your own way.
Just a second. I'm not through yet. You're coming back with me and apologize to Daphne.
That's the funniest thing you ever said.
You just missed it. Fay and Seymour put on a neck with Carly grabbing all the bows.
Say, don't worry about Carly. She can take care of herself.
You said it. How will I know?
Oh, Polly, what happened? Where's Terry?
Why, he just went down the street. He went chasing after Carly. All he'll catch is pneumonia.
Oh.
Say, you ought to wear a hat when you go out in the rain. You're liable to get water on the brain.
Huh?
If any.
Don, dear, please let me in.
Well, just what are you trying to sell me?
Listen, Don. Terry's sister is married to Sam Morgan, who owns all these road shows and has 3 theaters on Broadway.
So what?
Well, I'm going to use Terry as a stepping stone to Broadway. If necessary, I'll marry him. And once I plant these 4 A's on the main stem, I'll put it over and I'll be made.
Yeah, and I suppose you retire to a little home with the kiddies and a garden, huh?
Wrong again. I'll give Terry more air than Lindbergh needed to fly to Paris. Wouldn't you give a year of your life if you knew that it would land you on Easy Street the rest of your days?
Yeah, but it kind of puts me in a funny light, sticking around till a woman makes good so I can marry her.
Now, leave it to me, Don. Terry is ripe for picking.
Honey, do you mean that? Or is it just another one of your gags?
Oh, please. Please, Don, be reasonable. You know I love you.
Carly? Carly? Are you asleep? That a needle and thread? I want you to sew a button on the coat. Why don't you turn on the light? You want me to break my neck? Carly, I'm sorry the way I talked to you a little while ago. Well, you were right again, as usual. You know, after you left me standing there in the rain, I went back and found Daphne in Cadova's dressing room. Well, at that, it was all your fault. You had no business to let me fall in love with her. Oh, I know you tried to warn me, but you should have made me stay away from her. Well, when this show leaves here tonight, it leaves without me. I'm all washed up. I'm going back to New York. What's the matter with you? Here I say I'm going to leave the show, and you don't say anything.
Well, Terry, you're old enough to know what you're doing.
Oh, I see. Uh-huh. So that's it, is it? Uh-huh. Serves me right. These yours, Collie? I never knew you had such a small foot. There.
Oh, thanks.
Well, we might as well leave that right down there. Collie, you know, I've been thinking it over. I'm not going to give that woman the satisfaction of walking out on the show. Besides, I've got you to think about. We've been partners too long, battling through the small time with tough audiences, cheap theaters, playing a million benefits, living in left-handed boarding houses, until finally we built ourselves into a standard two-act, and now some smart cracking dame is coming along and trying to kid somebody and split us up. I ought to pop her on the nose. Why, I don't know whether it's the light or the climate or what it is, but you look like a little schoolgirl sitting there. You know what? Next season, we ought to do a fashion plate act. No more clown makeups for you. Put it on again, honey. Lucky me and lovable you, aren't we the happiest two? I don't deserve such wonderful bliss. I'm not unmoved and thank my lucky star for this. When I, nobody at all, how and why did you ever fall? Now I see dreams do come true. Lucky me to have lovable you. That's funny. When you were sitting on the bed, I got the feeling that you were sorting me and were going to give me the air. That would be awful. I'd be like a boat without a rudder without you. Promise me, no matter what happens, we'll always stick together.
There's my hand on it, Terry.
That's better than the contract to me. Gee, if only the company would see us here like this, they'd swear we were a couple of lovers. I don't know what's come over me. Is it the rain or the music? Or what is it? Collie, somehow, you seem so different tonight. It feels like I just met you for the first time. Isn't that funny? Collie, you know something? I think I'm falling for you. On the level. Oh, don't laugh. It may not mean anything to you, but honestly, I'm crazy about you.
Oh, why, it's 6:30, Terry. And we're leaving tonight, and I'm packed yet. I haven't had any dinner. Have you?
No, but I'll fix that right now. Main dining room, please. You leave it in. Hello, head waiter. Reserve a private dining room for Mr. Terry Fay. Dinner for 2. Yes, everything from soup to nuts. Zip, there goes the week's salary.
Oh, you shouldn't be so extravagant.
What do I care for $2? I'm funny that way. Come on now.
Yeah.
Hurry up. I'll help you.
Oh, that's fine.
Alley up.
Oh, gee. Say, listen, Pet, you run along. I'll meet you down in the lobby in 5 minutes.
All right. Take your time.
All right.
But make it snappy.
Yeah, all right.
Did I leave my hat in here?
Huh? Did you leave your hat in here?
Oh, I guess not.
No, I guess not.
All right, hurry up.
Yeah, all right. I'll be right up.
Terry. Terry, please let me explain.
There's nothing to explain.
Well, Terry boy, you've got to listen.
Oh, I've seen and heard enough.
You've simply got to let me explain.
No.
Please, Terry. I won't keep you. Just a moment. Please.
All right.
All right, right.
Boy, what a tough audience.
Maybe they're right. Say, what's the matter with you tonight?
Oh, boy, you'd be surprised.
Say, Carly, that's the snappiest first act I've ever seen you put over.
Yeah, well, you wait till you see the second.
You got relatives out in front?
No, somebody put me on a merry-go-round and forgot to take me off. Whoopee! Hey, move over, you're blocking traffic.
If I stop now, I'll never make it. Oh, dear. Well, what's the mad rush? Have you got to go in and brush Terry's teeth for him?
Say, worse than that. I've got to go in and square myself. I tried to talk to him all through the first act, but he's been avoiding me.
Say, will you please save your vitality for later on in life? You'll need it. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, but it's different now.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
Oh.
You know, tonight, hey,
That doesn't prove a thing.
No?
I was kissed by a Spaniard once. Now look at me.
Oh, Terry.
Oh, hello.
Oh, gee, I don't blame you for being sore at me. It was my own dumb fault. I thought I never would get dressed and packed tonight. And when I did finally get downstairs, I couldn't find you. And you were probably out looking for me somewhere because you weren't in your room when I called. So I rushed right over to the theater, only to find you were still out looking for me when they called Overture. One of those silly missing routines. Oh, gee, I'm sorry, Terry.
Oh, that's all right, Collie. It was all my fault.
Oh, forget it. We'll make up for it tonight. Look, we'll throw a party on the train and have a lot of laughs, huh? Well, what do you say?
Oh, Terry boy, have you room in your trunk for my kimono and a few things? Oh, what's the matter with Mama's little daddy?
Nothing. I'm all right.
Oh, hello, Carly, darling. Well, I didn't see you. Oh, Terry, have you told her yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, we can't keep our secret from little Carly. Why, she's just like one of the family now.
Yeah.
Look, isn't it pretty? Oh, it all happened so suddenly. Today, after the matinee, Terry dragged me down to meet some friends of his who turned out to be a justice of peace. And 2 minutes later, I found myself married. Imagine my surprise. Oh, and oh, isn't it thrilling? And won't this be a great joke on the company?
Yeah.
Second act.
It's the second act. Let's hurry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I wish you both all the luck in the world.
Thank you. You.
Would it be a great joke on the company? It's a great joke on the company, isn't it?
Say, you gotta hurry and make your change. Hey, what's the big laugh? What's so funny?
I just heard the most marvelous joke. This is the funniest joke.
Well, here we are, Mr. Ross.
Say, Lester, run over to the other hotel right away and see that everybody's taken care
Yes,
of.
Mr. Ross.
Thank goodness we closed tonight. I certainly regret the day I ever joined this show.
So do I.
Oh, keep cool. We've only got one more day of it.
Oh, Eddie, what a quaint little town.
Yeah. Say, this is a ringer from my hometown.
Yeah?
Carly, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Gee, isn't this nice? I like small towns, don't you?
Yeah.
Gee, Carly, I wish you were laying off this summer so you could spend your vacation with Mother and me.
Oh, see, I'd have my feet parked right under her kitchen table if I didn't have to work.
You don't know what you're missing. The old sweetheart has a cellar full of preserves and good homemade pies.
Oh, will you stop? You're making my mouth water.
Say, maybe I can talk you into it at that.
That'd be
huh?
wonderful, huh?
Come on and get out of here, you big ox. Can't you see you're smothering me?
Turkish bath won't do you any harm.
Oh, you're funny, you are.
You've ruined my new hat.
And you've ruined my whole season.
Oh, if it wasn't for my operation.
Everybody quiet, please. Mr. Rock has something to say to you.
On the closing night of every road show, it's customary for the stage manager to make a speech for no reason at all. Now, the reason for making this speech is to let you know that after tonight, you're all at liberty to go back to those $50,000 homes you've been lying about all season. But at that, we've been one big happy family. Just think of it. 42 weeks together and only one fight. It started the opening night, and it's still on. You know, this company should never have had a stage manager. What they really needed was a referee. Well, anyway, will you please turn in the wardrobe to Polly? Because otherwise I'll have to pay for it, and I know you wouldn't want him to take $3,000 or $4,000 out of my salary this week. But folks, in all sincerity, I want you to know that I appreciate your cooperation in making this a most wonderful season. And I sure hope that when the curtain goes up next August, we'll all be together again. Bless you all. You've been a great bunch. Thanks.
Rock. Thank you, too. All I can say is that I'm sorry. Sorry it's the end.
Eddie, really, that was charming.
It was wonderful, Eddie. And I'll be with you again next season if I'm not married.
Then she'll be with you for life, Eddie.
What? What do you mean?
Wait a minute.
Remember
Wait a
my
minute.
hand.
Now,
Let
come
go
on
my
now,
hand. Remember
now.
my... Let go my hand.
Say, what's the matter with you two kids? You ought to be ashamed of yourself, both of you. Fighting around here like a couple of wildcats. All season long. Now, why don't you get together and make up?
Oh.
And stay that way.
Well,
You know that after tonight, you may never see each other again. You realize that after tonight, you may never see each other again?
well,
Now, come on, Polly. Come on, be a good fella and tell her you're sorry. And make up.
You're right, Eddie, dear. I'm awfully sorry, Bonnie, darling, for what I said.
Atta girl. Now, come on, Bonnie. You heard her apologize, that she was sorry. Now, be a good fella.
oh. Well, that's all right, Polly. Really, Eddie, you must have had a wonderful father.
Oh, he was a pretty good guy. Get together.
The... Oh, Polly, I'll listen my seat. Hey, you know, I've got something in my dressing room for you.
I'd love to see it, Bonnie.
Polly, can I see you a moment?
Why, sure, Terry. What is it?
I've been wanting to get together with you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But, you see, Daphne, well, that is, well, Daphne has some friends in New York who are agents. Well, anyway, now that we're married, you know what I mean.
I think I know what you're trying to say, Terry.
Yeah?
Well, I don't blame you for splitting with me.
No?
Well, it's only natural you want to do an act with your wife.
Yeah. Gee, it's been tough to tell you this. And the way that you've taken it, it's just knocked me off my feet.
Oh, come on, old-timer. Well, this isn't the end of the world. It isn't as bad as all that. And I'm going to be there opening night. And if your act isn't good, I'm going to razz you plenty.
I don't know, but I feel kind of rotten to spit like this with you.
Oh, don't worry about me. Me? I'll get a million jobs.
Well, Collie, I want you to know one thing. If ever it breaks tough for you, and you don't call on me, I won't consider that you're my pal.
Nice to know that, Terry.
Hey, Ruby,
Yes?
put on some whitener and cover up those freckles on your leg.
Oh, Eddie.
That's me.
Oh, that was a dandy speech, Eddie.
Oh.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah?
Mm.
Thanks.
Yeah, Eddie, that was good.
Thank you, too.
Oh, Eddie. Excuse me a minute, Terry.
No, on the level?
Uh-huh.
Gee, that's the best news I've heard all season. Do you mean it?
Sure.
Say, what's the big secret? Am I a piece of scenery around here?
Boy, what a break I got. Harley's going away with me tomorrow.
Going away? What do you mean, going away?
I've just booked her for a summer's engagement down on my mother's farm.
With a milk pail on my arm.
Oh, pardon me, Mr. Rock. Could I see you for a moment? It's something very important.
Excuse me?
Sure.
Collie, I know it's none of my business, but I don't think it looks right for you to spend the summer in a single man's home.
Why, Terry. Oh, don't be silly.
Well, you know how people talk.
Well, Eddie's mother's going to be there. And I've been crazy to meet her, because I think he's one of the finest fellows I ever met in all my life.
Oh, I'm not saying he isn't a nice fella, but I thought you'd be around Broadway this summer. In case, well, when the agents catch Daphne doing the act with me, they may not want to book it.
Why, you've got nothing to worry about. You'll be a great team together. And besides, it'll be a relief for me to get away from show business for the summer.
Why? You're not figuring on getting married, are you?
Terry? Me? Oh, Terry!
All right, all right.
Me married.
There they are.
Come on, girls, please. Now, is that a nice thing to do to me?
Now, Eddie, don't be mad. Be a good fellow.
I know, girls, it's tough, but can't you wait until after the show? Now, please do me a favor and put it away.
You're positively right, Eddie. We'll put it away.
That's fine. And we're going to make this last show a pip. Eh, girls?
You said it, Eddie.
On the stage, girls.
He's absolutely right. Let us do him a favor. We'll put it away. Come on.
Hey, Collie. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the entire company, and speaking for my partner, Miss Seymour, and myself, I wish to thank you for the generous manner in which you received our performance this evening. And in closing, I only hope that you will enjoy the third and last act half as much as we have in performing before such a large and marvelous audience. I thank you.
that thing up there now.
I'm sorry, but it got caught up
Oh,
there.
that's all right. Well, that's that.
Yeah.
The last time you'll have to hand out that line of hooey.
Yeah.
Oh, don't come in. I haven't got anything on. Wait till I put something on. Who goes there?
Boy with the Romo seltzer.
Oh, did you bring the White Rock?
I got that, too.
Yeah, we were long enough looking for the White Rock. You must have been looking for Plymouth Rock.
All right, with them white cracks. How about the cash for that white rock?
Well, White Rock is charged water. It's charged. I told you it was charged.
This is Eddie. Have you seen Polly? I gotta find her immediately.
Maybe she's upstairs in the cellar.
Ah, don't be so funny.
All's quiet on the Potomac. Oh, that's all right, Polly. In 5 minutes, I'll have you as sober as I am. It didn't bring us a bottle.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, what time is it?
I don't even know what town it is.
There you go, picking on me again. Oh.
I'm not picking on you. I love you. Stop pushing.
Say, close the window, will you? We're going through a tunnel.
You know, Polly, next season we won't quarrel at all.
Well, how do you know we'll be together next season?
I won't be with the show unless you're in it. Oh, you know, Polly, I'll never forget how kind you were to me. It's 15 years ago, but I'll never forget it. You know, in that little country town, and the doctor was bending over me, and he said, nothing will save her but operation. And what did you do? What did you do? You dug down in your sock, took your whole season's earnings, and you paid for that operation.
Oh, that was nothing.
Nothing. You worked all the summer and lost your vacation.
Our work never hurt anybody. Forget it. Oh.
Wait a minute. You know, the scar from that operation may be healed and forgotten. But in here, I'll always remember. You know, Polly, from now on, we're never going to fight against each other. We're going to fight for each other. Through fire and water. You're right, honey, through fire and water.
Oh, don't pull that husband stuff on me again. You know he doesn't mean anything to me. He doesn't.
Oh, I'm crazy about you, honey. But I don't see where I rate to be sneaking and dodging around here like a big chump.
Oh, my poor boy. I know, darling, but you can't leave me. You can't.
No, sweetheart.
Oh.
Say, you're taking an awful chance with me in here. Suppose Terry should come in. I'd better duck. I'll see you later.
All right.
Don't forget the address, Daphne. I'm sure Terry will like these handkerchiefs. They're imported. Absolutely the best handkerchief on the market.
Thanks, Don.
Hello, Don. Were you calling me?
Why, no, Terry.
I thought I heard you mention my name.
Oh, that, yeah. Daphne wants a surprise and gets us some handkerchiefs like this. I just gave her the address.
Yeah? Gee, they're beautiful. Do you mind if I take a look at it under the light? Gee, it's just the kind I like.
Whatever you do, don't tell Daphne I told you. It'll spoil her surprise.
Not so loud, Don. She'll hear you. That's the trouble with these old-fashioned barns. You can hear everything that's going on in the next room. Look. Look at those holes, all covered up with tin. Can you imagine a lot of saps making peepholes so they can see what's going on in the next room?
Yeah, that's terrible, Terry.
Awful. But look. There's one they forgot to cover up. Can you imagine if I was sap enough to be looking through there just in time to catch some guy kissing my wife? Wouldn't that be a laugh?
Yeah, but you wouldn't do a thing like that.
Well, I gotta be going. I'll see you later. It's the last act, you know.
You said it. It's the last act. For you.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm not burned up for what just happened. I'm tickled to death. I just want to give you something to remember me by.
Get her. Get him off me, Donald. Get him off me. My God. Get him off. Come on. I think they can hear you all over the house. Beat it, Lanny.
Hey, get him out of here, I tell you. Get him out of here now.
Come on, Cordova. Get out of here. I'll see you later.
Yeah?
Yeah. Get out.
Why, what's the trouble, Terry, dear?
You know what it is. Get out of here.
Why, Terry?
Go on, get out.
Well, let me explain.
I don't ever want to see your face again.
Harry. Boy, snap out of it.
What a sucker I am. A blind chump.
Come on.
And I could have had the sweetest girl in the world. A pal.
Sure.
One who would have been a real wife. And I had to fall for that.
Now, but don't worry about it. Come on, Terry, we're late now. Hurry it up.
If ever a guy was washed up, I am. I'm through. I tell you, Eddie, I'm through. I'm sorry, but you'll have to ring down the curtain. I can't go on.
Now, listen, Terry. I don't blame you a bit, old boy. I know just how you feel. But you know, if we don't give this last act, we got to give the folks back their dough. Now, you wouldn't do that to me, would you?
Oh, my heart's broken. My spirit is gone. This is the end. I'm going to get a gun and kill myself.
Ah, sit down. I'll take care of that. Hey, Props.
Yeah.
Get me a gun with real bullets.
Hey, make that a machine gun. Let me handle it, Eddie. Ever since I've known you and watched one love affair after another of yours go on the rocks, you always end up with that beautiful little ballad entitled, I'm gonna bump myself off. You'd faint in a shooting gallery. You haven't got the backbone of a jellyfish. And you'd be doing the world a great favor if you did eliminate yourself. Of all the self-centered, egotistical, selfish people I've ever met, you're all of them rolled into one. Always pulling that 10, 20, 30 melodrama stuff. Always acting, on and off. You haven't got one sincere bone in that inflated head of yours. Around here begging for sympathy and feeling sorry for yourself. And when poor Eddie came in here and tried to talk to you like a brother, you went into a grandstand speech like you were Mansfield or somebody. Well, I want to tell you something. Faye and Seymour are going to finish this show tonight if I have to knock you unconscious and drag you out there. Now get on that coat. Come on, get it on, will you?
Gee, Connie, that was great. But it's too late. Now Daphne quit.
No.
Yeah, she just left the theater. What do we do?
See,
What?
you better go out and give a curtain speech.
Sure, I'll tell him that the leading lady broke her leg and we had a shooter.
Good, yeah.
Lester, send in the orchestra. Okay, everybody, places, everybody.
Come on, stand up here. Come on, get out of this. You're not going to go on, are you? Oh, we'll see about that. Okay, just a little, put your arms in here. Come on, get them in here. Snap into it, that's it. Getting just a little tired of this. Not going to go on, are you? Come on, get out of that stage out there. Come on, get out there. Not going to go on.